Young dreamers, welcome to this thrilling tale. Today, we'll witness how William evolved from an ordinary boy into a future changer. The factory boss refuses to hire women. Though she can't work there, he once promised suitable jobs in the future. Despite a tougher life, parents still create surprises, like having William shower early and preparing gifts. William couldn't believe he was actually going to middle school. He felt like he was in a dream. They all celebrated together. His mother couldn't help but joke, "William, touch that bait with your left hand and see if you have what it takes to go to school." Dad never went to school, but he hopes his kids can get an education. Sister Annie is done with middle school. Once they save up enough, she can go to college and show off her talents. As long as she can land a job she loves, she can do anything that Mom thought was impossible for women. Meanwhile, the principal is on stage giving a speech, seemingly oblivious to the brewing. Suddenly heavy rain poured, forcing the speech to end. The kids hurried back to class, and William took out an envelope from his pocket, his sister's college application. On their first meeting, the teacher recognized him instantly, leaving poor William full of confusion. William felt extremely confused. He had clearly heard that his dad had already paid the tuition fees, so why was the teacher saying such a thing? He then realized Dad had only covered a week's tuition. Without prompt payment, his education would end. Seeing his father toil in the rain, he felt guilty. Should I even go to school? The price is too high. He didn't dare ask Dad for the hefty sum. William leaned by the window, finishing homework in dim light, begging his mother for a lamp. At home, few kerosene lamps remained. Lighting one couldn't make the book text visible. His mother advised him to set aside homework and help his father outside. The next day, William got a score of only 62 on his homework. He knew it couldn't go on like this. He dragged his friend to the junkyard, hoping to find some lighting equipment for studying at night. Though they spent half the day without luck, he unexpectedly found an old water pump. Wading through the trash, he found 2 unwanted batteries. When he got home, he saw a rep from the tobacco company arguing with the villagers. He thought they'd oust tobacco, but they aimed to buy trees to fill coffers. Bought at 2,000 yuan per ton. The village chief said the rainy season was near. Without intervention, fields would flood, casting fear of famine over all. The tobacco company knew their situation, so they seized the chance to lowball. The village chief firmly refused, but faced with the enticing cash, most people still signed. No matter how hard Dad attempted to dissuade, their greed completely drowned out their conscience. Watching this scene, the village chief sighed in resignation as the tobacco company sent loggers to collect the lumber. William could only watch helplessly. That day, he mustered up the courage to ask Dad for tuition, but Dad said to wait until after the rainy season. If the crops survive, the leftover money can be used for his tuition, but he must first ensure they have food to eat. The rainy seasons that arrived every now and then were nothing short of a disaster for them. William's father desperately tried to divert the water, attempting to dig a channel, but against nature, all seemed futile. After one downpour, half the seeds buried were dead, and following the rains came 3 months of drought. The surviving crops were condemned to die for lack of water, just as Dad said, no veggies, no tuition. The subtitles read, "The teacher was calling the roll in the classroom, and William was eavesdropping at the door, only to find out that there were just a few hundred yuan left in their family's savings." Under such circumstances, it was absolutely impossible to set aside any money for tuition. The next day, Dad took him to town to seek help from friends, hoping to apply to the government for food assistance. But what his friends said shattered their hopes entirely. Agricultural forecasts indicated this year's harvest was exceptional. The government sold off surplus grain to other countries, while the unpredictable weather left the Maviri grain depot shrouded in mystery. The government was well-meaning but powerless as terrorism attacked America, collapsing the global market. The nation faced crisis, yet life has no dead ends. His friend told Dad the president would rally votes in days. Dad told the village chief that while he couldn't do it, the chief could. On the day the president arrives, the people need to show as much respect as possible. The village chief praised the president's achievements, then shifted the topic to discuss the troubles brought by the floods. Many crops will not yield a harvest. If we want to vote, we must ensure these people are supported. We'll create trouble with 2 glaring eyes. The bodyguards took the chief off stage. William sensed something was off and sprang into action with his friend. The two snuck around the back, but saw the bodyguards assaulting the village chief. The bodyguards shot into the air to create chaos and quickly whisked the president away. The chief lay on the ground, severely injured. William witnessed the tangled relationship between his sister and the teacher, stirring up a storm with their forbidden romance. William was furious and wanted revenge for his sister, but struggled to find a fitting plan. At a critical moment, a friend suggested, "Grab a metal rod and mess up the teacher's bike so he can't chase your sister anymore." William eagerly jumped at the chance. Little did he know, this would lead him into a whole new adventure. His friend urged him to take the bike's headlight home as a lighting device, and there was no way William would miss this win-win opportunity. But he couldn't take it off no matter what, and then he discovered the headlight didn't even have batteries. He was dumbfounded. The driver pedaled, turning the generator, and the headlight lit up. Stop pedaling, and it went dark. How could? This light was like the sun, illuminating William's path. He stealthily snuck into school and approached his teacher to ask about the light's mechanism. The teacher shared the secrets of electromagnetic generation, and William was eager to learn more, begging him for book recommendations.